Welcome everybody to the show. Good morning, GM. Let's go ahead and get started. Why delay? Why delay? All right, guys. Quick look at the numbers. Let's go ahead and hit refresh on this. Make sure we got the latest. We've got $3.015 trillion in market cap, down 1.5%. We're basically right at $3 trillion. 24-hour volume, 114 billion. Bitcoin dominance 57.2%. ETH dominance 11.5%. So Bitcoin dominance, I believe, is up. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's down. I can't remember where it was yesterday. Half a Gwei will send you an ETH transaction. All right. Here's your visualization of that market cap right here on the right. Bitcoin has been really crazy the last 4 hours. Had a huge pump and then lost all of it just as quick, but not faster. Dumped harder than it pumped. $114 billion in trading volume. You see we peaked up here at the bottom last hour. Okay. All right. Let's check out the trending coin. Ergo and Frieza AI. I haven't heard of either one of these. Well, actually, I have heard of Ergo. Sorry. Ergo is a pretty old project. Going back to 2019, as you can see here. All time is down 87%. Okay. Check out the Ergo platform. Powering the future of finance. Ergo is a next generation smart contract platform that ensures the economic freedom of ordinary people through secure, accessible, decentralized financial tools. So it's a finance chain, basically. Fair start. I mean, all these projects, they started up, did so well at first, and then the future of proof of work. Started mining ERG today. Wow. Partners. Cardano's partner. Sorry about that. Sorry. Excuse me. A lot of links. A lot of stuff here. Long and short of it is, it's a financial chain. Research-led and real-world focused, powerful and safe, intelligent and straightforward, secure and accessible. See, this is what connects it to Cardano research-led. Ergo is a community-driven project that went live in 2019 with a distribution unparalleled by any other smart contract platform. 95.57% public allocation. So it started fair. And this is his chart. That shows you about right there how high it went. The heights. All the way to 1872. Right now it's in at 46 cents. All right, let's check this one out. Frieza AI. Launched last year. It's been around about a year. See what it did. See what it's been doing. It's on the Coinbase layer. Or the layer 2 Coinbase. Base layer. AI for all humans. Enabling sovereign AI and self-owned cognition at a global scale. Your twin is cryptographically bound to you, representing you across the twin network, extending social coordination, human cognition past biological limitations. That's pretty interesting. Prototype yourself. Silo. First personal AI interface, focus on privacy. First step toward creation of digitalized personal twins. Eco Cortex. It's pretty cool. I would make one of these. Download on iOS. Okay. Kind of cool. All right, now let's go to top gainers of the day. Haven't heard of any of these either. SmartDex, Palladium Network, Anon. All right, this one's been out for 2 years. On Ethereum plus Base plus Solana plus Polygon plus BNB Smart Chain plus Arbitrum 1. Let's go to the website. Welcome to the world's only fully decentralized perpetual. Okay, so it's a trading platform. Perpetual futures. That's what about everybody trades. Okay. All right. Okay, SmartX, look at that one. Palladium. Yeah. It's been around for about 6 months. It's on the ETH chain. Good website. Own real estate and earn passive crypto profits with PLLD. That's a token ticker. Palladium token backed by RWA and algorithmic trading profits. Why invest? Future projects, they're going to have an exchange, and you're going to be able to buy NFTs. Real estate NFTs, swap platform. These are two things they're planning on bringing to market. Vision for growth. So there you go. And then Anon. Okay. It's been out for about a year. You can see what it's done. Nothing would go down in price. These altcoin charts are just terrible. Okay. What chains is it on? It's on about every chain. Even ones you haven't heard of. Like Metis, Andromeda. Kava. Didn't they shut that project down, I thought? Maybe they didn't. And this is on, is that Mantle? Not 100% sure what this chain this is. Maybe it's its own chain. See, it's got an image of its coin. It doesn't. Okay. Hey, Anon.ai. Your AI-powered crypto assistant. Well, you got to have your wallet plugged up to it, which I'm not going to do. Secure Anon to unlock a share of the ecosystem success. 30% of all app revenue is distributed directly to stakers. HUD, AI-powered market analysis. Okay, so it's an AI-powered crypto system. So that's what it is. Hey, Anon. It's a weird logo. Weird logo. All right. So let's get to the gainers of the day. Bitcoin sitting right now at $86,427. Ethereum at $28.46. Binance Smart Chain or BNB token $8.43. XRP $189. Solana $125.71. Tron 27.9 cents. Dogecoin almost 13 cents. Almost 12.5 cents, closer to. Cardano 37.5 cents. Whitebit 58.71. Bitcoin Cash 5.53. Chainlink at 12.32. Monero 4.29. Hyperliquid 26.29. Stellar 21 cents. Leo Platform 7.25. Zcash 3.88. Litecoin $76. Sweet at $1.44. Avalanche almost $12. Hedera 11 cents. Shiba Inu a bunch of zeros and then 761. Okay. So those biggest gainers. Start with the hour. Leo token. Meme core. Those are the only ones moving positive in the last hour. A lot of things down pretty significantly. Pepe down 6.5%. Aptos 6.4%. 6.3% for Arbitrum. WorldCoin 6.1%. Athena 6.4%. Last 24 hours, midnight, up 10.4%. Meme core 2.8%. Cancoin 2.1%. Pi Network 1.5%. Nothing else over 1% gainers. But in the last 24 hours, Leo token is down 20%. BitTensor is down 8.8%. Athena 8.7%. Pump.Fund down 7.9%. Astro 7%, and lower from there. Meme core up 16.7% for the month, or excuse me, for the week. Mantle 7.6% for the week. Monero 5.2%. Sky going 4.5%. Cancoin proving its blockchain. That's pretty much it. Over the last week, Pump.Fund decimated 25.7%. Athena 22.8% down. Leo token 22.5% down. Astro 22% down. BitTensor 19.8%. Ondo 19.8%. WorldCoin 19.2%. Cardano 80 or 19% down. And you just see blood everywhere. Blood everywhere. Ethereum down 14% for the week. Near 14.4%. A lot of double-digit teen moves. Okay, so on the positive side, we got Rain, 150% mover over the last 30 days. Skycoin, 15.5%. 12.3% for Whitebit. Bitcoin Cash, 10%. Mantle, 5.4%. Aave, 2.8%. Monero, 2.5%. Pretty much all the gainers. On the downside, we got Aptos down 47.2%. Got Zcash down 42.2%. ICP 39.9%. Astro 39.8%. A lot in the 30s, a lot in the 30s, and a lot in the 20s. Trump coin down 27%. And if it's not down in 20s or 30s, it's probably down at least 10%. Most coins are down big time over the last month. There you go. So there's a quick look at the markets. Look at our trending coins, our top gaining coins. And kind of just search all over CoinGecko. Okay. So a quick look at what has happened. We had this big move from 86 all the way to 89.6, followed by more up action at first, up to 9,300, then sheer down action. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. If you're in greed index, it's 16 right now. Last month was extreme fear. Last week, fear. Yesterday, extreme fear. Yesterday was 11. Today's 16. So I guess there's some positive news for you. Okay, let's see what this was. It was 24.4% yesterday. Same. Has not moved. Has not moved since yesterday. That's good. I mean, I get a little concerned when I look at these numbers after looking at how much crypto bled out in the last couple of hours. I thought maybe this was why, but this is not why. All right. Bitcoin will plummet to $10,000. Bloomberg analyst predicts. Is it likely? Bitcoin's price could drop back towards $10,000, according to a warning from Bloomberg intelligence analyst Mike McGlone, as the world's largest crypto shows growing signs of bearish exhaustion. While some investors continue to view the recent pullback as a temporary correction within a longer-term bull market, others are increasingly questioning whether Bitcoin's peak for this cycle has already been reached. Malone's comments have reignited concerns about a deeper drawdown, pointing to a potential return to price levels last seen before Bitcoin's explosive 2020-2021 rally. Malone said many of the catalysts that once fueled Bitcoin's meteoric rise have already materialized, leaving the asset vulnerable to mean reversion. Referencing strategy chairman Michael Saylor's recent remark that if his company buys Bitcoin with capital, it can't afford to lose. Malone acknowledged Saylor's role in legitimizing the asset during 2020 breakout when Bitcoin traded near $10,000. I admire and respect Mr. Saylor, Malone said, but much of what the market has been looking toward has already occurred. ETFs, U.S. leaders recognizing Bitcoin's benefits, and broader mainstream adoption. We buy Bitcoin with money we can't afford to lose, Michael Saylor said at the Economic Club of Miami event last evening. I admire and respect Mr. Saylor, and it was his arrival in 2020 when Bitcoin traded near $10,000 that helped fuel the 10x move. I'm not going to go to Twitter to see more. Malone added that the rapid expansion of the broader crypto ecosystem has diluted Bitcoin's perceived scarcity. There were 0 cryptocurrencies in 2009. Now there were roughly 28 million listed on CoinMarketCap. He said, own it or wear it. I expect Bitcoin to revert back towards $10,000, he added. I'd just like to go on record and say this guy's been wrong more than anybody else in crypto. This guy always is saying dumb stuff. These remarks stand in stark contrast to the bullish narratives from Saylor and other industry leaders who continue to project 6-figure Bitcoin prices in the coming years. Could Bitcoin really fall back to $10,000? 16NS, ChatGPT, and Grok to weigh in on the possibility. ChatGPT's bearish outlook. ChatGPT offered a cautious assessment, suggesting Bitcoin may be exhibiting late cycle characteristics rather than early stage growth dynamics. The market is displaying classic signs of saturation, the AI said. Institutional access has improved, regulatory clarity has increased, and speculative enthusiasm appears fully priced in. According to ChatGPT, Bitcoin's long-term viability remains intact, however. This does not rule out severe drawdowns. Historically, Bitcoin has experienced multiple declines of 70 to 85% following major peaks. It noted a move towards significantly lower levels would be consistent with the prior post-euphoria phases. While stopping short of endorsing McGlone's $10,000 target outright, ChatGPT says such an outcome of $10,000 cannot be ruled out. Grok's blunt take. Grok, the AI chatbot developed by Elon Musk's XAI, was less diplomatic. People keep acting shocked when Bitcoin falls, like it hasn't done this exact thing over and over again. Grok said. The only thing more volatile than Bitcoin is the confidence of its most vocal supporters. Grok argued that much of the current demand is driven by narrative rather than organic usage. When everyone's already bullish, there's none left to buy. It said that's when gravity kicks in. Still, Grok stopped short of declaring Bitcoin finished. A brutal drawdown wouldn't kill Bitcoin, it said, but it would absolutely humble a lot of price targets that sound ridiculous even by crypto standards. For a technical perspective, CCN analyst Valder Tahiri said Bitcoin's decline appears to be nearing its final phase, though not before another notable drop. Tahiri noted that Bitcoin is tracing a 5-wave downward structure following its all-time high, pattern commonly associated with trend exhaustion. The most likely target for its inclusion is between $70,100 and $72,000, Tahiri said, adding that a strong rebound could follow once those levels are reached. At the time of reporting, Bitcoin was trading around $87,173, down nearly 6% over the past 7 days. Bitcoin's failure to reclaim the $91,500 level has shifted the balance back decisively in the favor of bears, he wrote. He added, with momentum weakening, wave structure indicating a lower trajectory, BTC appears vulnerable to another sharp decline before any meaningful recovery can begin. Until key resistance levels are reclaimed, Thierry concluded the path of least resistance remains down. So what do you guys think? You guys think it can go all the way down to $10,000 a coin? I don't think so. Isn't Michael Saylor's liquidation at like 5,000? I don't think it would do it. It could do that. I think I agree with a $70,000 to $71,000 level. I mean, that sounds reasonable to me. So Bitcoin slides with Ether and XRP as market tests $3 trillion floor. BTC's weak tone contrasted with moderate gains in major Asia equity indices, which drew strength mostly from expectations of fiscal stimulus. Pullback across crypto markets continued on Wednesday as overall capitalization dropped below $3 trillion for the third time this month, testing a level that may open the door for future weakness. Yeah, if it goes through. If it goes down. Selling pressure was concentrated in large cap assets, particularly those with active ETF exposure, suggesting a shift in institutional positioning rather than broad retail capital capitulation. Bitcoin slipped 1.5% to 86,580, partly reversing Tuesday's gain. The weakness over the broader crypto market arresting XRP's recovery at around $1.90. ETH fell back to $23.90 from overnight high around $29.80. Right now it's at $28.57. I don't know who did this, who created this little thing, but it's useful. But it might make the stories not make sense. So you're reading them and you see it's a really low price and it's talking about a move. It was earlier, but I like the real-time price movements. These major tokens, which benefited mostly from your early year institutional inflows, are now leading the upside as sentiment cools. According to Alex Kupsikovich, major coins are increasingly victims of changing institutional sentiment as investors reassess risk exposure into year-end. BTC's weak tone contrasted moderate gains in Asia equity indices like Hang Seng, Shanghai Deposit, Kospi, and IDX, which drew strength mostly from expectations of fiscal stimulus from Beijing after a string of weak November prints. Meanwhile, the dollar index has recovered to 98.3 from the 2.5-month low of 97.87. U.S. jobs data show the economy added 64,000 jobs in November, above the 50,000 forecast. While unemployment unexpectedly jumped to 4.6%. Crypto sentiment deteriorates. Thin liquidity. Crypto quant suggests that a recent Bitcoin rally may have exhausted itself, opening toward a bigger corrective phase. All right, guys. Well, those are our big two stories of the day, looking at the Bitcoin price. I hope everybody has a great day. That's all we got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.